Evening, everyone. I'm here. I'm just trying to get a few things taken care of in the background, and I'll be right with you. Evening, Corshane. Evening, Lost, I mean. Evening, Jeff. I give you something to read while I kind of do a couple things here in the background. This is what we posted on Main Pellet Sales homepage about the potential difficulties with tariffs. All right, I'll bring something up. Last week, when I talked about the accident last week, there was something I forgot about to bring up and show you. So, I look a little different in this video. So, let me bring it up here real quick. All the way in the back. Come on, bring it over here. Thank you. Now this is what I had on my. This is on my own personal page here instead of the Pella guy. Now my son was thrust into growing up in a hurry. This was taken. I think it was right around this time last year, or not last year, 4 years ago, as you can see in the right here. You see, today I surprised my 16-year-old. My son was 16 at the time, first snowmobile ever. Granted, I know the season is over with the virus. His friends were not out. You understand all that. This is under my main dad personal page. So if you want to go over there, subscribe. You don't. Great. If you don't have to. On this page here, there's a lot of football stuff for the kids. But this is what I did for the boy. Because when I was hurt, he stepped up tremendously. So this is what I did for my boy.
Back. What's that? Hey, this is Jim's newest sled. Alright? The next ride we go on, he wants to make sure you can ride it. But to ride it, you need to start it.
Yeah, you gotta try it, yeah.
Started here now.
Yeah. He wants to make sure you can start it.
You gotta tell them how to start it.
Yeah.
Of course, this is the kill switch. So
Yep.
making
Pull
sure
that
that's up. It's up.
Okay. Your choke is right here. The lever you pull up.
Gain kid.
Yep.
Like that.
Can you start it?
Got that right outside.
Try sitting on it.
You leave her on it.
No, I just want to make sure it works.
Oh yeah. You just set the parking brake so you can rev it and don't take off across the parking lot. out in the traffic. I think Jim will be a little mad about that.
Road, man.
That one's a little bit. I think that one's a little bit better for you. Hey, yeah, take a look at this. This is what under the hood latch.
What's ECU?
It's a 500. What do you think of it?
Trails up by your house?
Pretty decent.
Pretty decent, huh?
Huh?
Trevor,
Snowmobile.
I've lied to you. This isn't Jim's. Everything you've done this past year for me and the family, this is yours.
What?
Yeah.
It's yours. Helping me all summer and stepping up as much as you did. I wasn't able to give you anything. This is yours.
I like that.
Love you, buddy. I love you too. Well, you gotta thank Mark. Mark did a lot of work on the motor, get the carbs going. You know, I told him what I was gonna do. He ran it over all.
Everyone knew besides me and Caitlin.
Jim is the one that got it. He found it. He went and got it in New Hampshire, brought it back. Mark spent last week all week working on the carburetor, making sure everything was good on the motor. I did the polishing.
That is yours. That's your machine, man.
I was not expecting that.
Huh?
I can't. You don't know how bad. You know, Saturday last week when I walked out of the office
Yeah.
at the Bell store, I found 2 other sleds, and they both of them sold before I could go see them. Jim went and picked this up Monday.
To make sure it was a sealed deal.
Right. So Jim got it back. Tuesday we tore into the carburetors.
At the time of this recording, I probably weighed 180. Just because this was probably, I dare say, yeah, probably 5-6 months after the accident. This kid here, at 16 years of age, knowing how hurt I was, every day that he could go with me, he did. Yes, he was working for Domino's at the time. But his days off, and if he wasn't in school, the kid would jump in the truck and go with me, go do deliveries.
And the motor, make sure everything is good.
Got a nice seat on that, don't it, huh?
This is a 2000. Hey, it's a 2002 MXZ 500. It has only 2,700 miles.
You got a spare belt there,
The look on your face.
Yep.
Was priceless.
Well, not just that. When we went on the antique ride, I could see you were enjoying.
Now, like a month before, we still had snow on the ground. Took him on a antique snowmobile ride. I got another video to show you. I know some people have been asking about some of the stuff I do. I show a lot of it, but I don't show all of it. We took him on an antique snowmobile ride, and first time he ever been on a snowmobile. Took him on an antique ride, so it was real slow, all that, except for some idiots up there that went blasting through. We had, not with our group, but a different group, had a wreck up there. This gentleman here, Jim, as you heard, the owner of the Southern Maine Renewable Fuels. He's an avid antique snowmobile collector. I'll show you one of the sleds that we wound up rebuilding. I wouldn't say rebuilding, but cleaned up, I should say, here in the next video that we did. But he's having a blast. He's talking about wanting his own snowmobile, so I thought this was the best thing I could do for him.
Enjoying yourself.
Is that the first time you rode a snowmobile?
That was the first time
First
you ever.
time ever.
Is that right?
Whoa.
So now,
Oh,
Well,
you got a
driving
good
one.
sled here.
I've rode on Dad's.
Yeah, the big one there.
Yeah, but that's at the house.
Yeah.
We have a trail near our house, right?
All right, you don't
Yeah.
have his going this year. You got a trail at your house, right?
Yeah. Well, where does it go?
go all the way.
Can you go from your house to your yard? You have the trail?
How'd you?
How'd your grandmother like it? Nice.
This thing is, this motor is taken so well care of. You still have all the factory stickers.
Yeah, I see that.
Yes, he does.
Oh, this is still in good shape too, man, on the side.
This sled was very well taken care of. However, we were a little nervous at first for a while because we had an issue with the carburetor on this side.
Mm-hmm.
When Mark took the exhaust off to check carbs and everything else, the exhaust was full gas. Which didn't
I
quite
apologize
fit
with
us
traffic in the
until we
background. I'm
found
trying
out
to
that
drown
the
some of it
O-ring
out.
on
If
one
you
of
have
the
any
carburetors
questions,
was split.
just ask.
Just basically
That
pumping
exhaust
gas
was full?
straight into the
Was it
cylinder,
really?
right out the motor.
That's not good.
This thing is ready to ride.
Yeah, I can tell.
So
know how hard it was to keep our mouth shut.
Hard, huh?
I'm gonna say.
oh,
pretty hard.
it was one of the worst things I could ever done. I had all I could do not to spill the beans. Between the 2 weeks, the Monday after the ride, I started
You
looking
did
at
it
sleds.
right. You did a good job. About the family, have grandmother
I
told
just said
me.
I have to give Jim a lot of the credit because he's
Oh,
the
yeah.
one that found it and went and got it.
Well, he's the man anyways for that stuff.
The way I see it is the way I want you to keep it.
I tell him we have to get him forward next.
Granted, I will.
I got a
register
present out of the deal.
register
I got the
it,
Mac.
But that is yours.
That's all I can get for my own.
That's right.
That probably won't be till this summer. Oh, or official.
Again, the was your mother.
I know the feeling, Les. I lost my mother 2 days after Thanksgiving in 16, and I lost my father the week before my daughter's birthday in 18.
Between basically with your mother, myself, Mark, and Jim.
They all chipped in.
Well, she just kind of told me
It's all right. Don't matter.
what the budget was, pretty much.
Well, you can't go wrong with that, man. It's a nice sled for the kid,
Everything
man.
here is all factory.
You don't want to get him one that's too small. And you want that's just perfect for him. He'll be all right with it. Don't worry.
The only thing I gotta say is I'm sorry. Everything on this thing was mint
Listen to me. Listen to this.
until I dropped it. I dented the muffler, polishing it. As I was polishing
Stuff
it,
happens.
As I was polishing it, slipped out of the straps. and
Stuff
fell on the
happens.
floor. But it does have reverse.
Yeah, this right here is the forward.
Nope. Start it.
Oh, that's back. No problem, man. Hey.
That wasn't working before. We're gonna look at fixing it, but the alarm needs to be changed. Yeah, but don't keep starting to stop it until the motor comes up, because that's where you foul plugs. It is,
Safety key.
that tether needs to be attached to you when you're on the sled. So if you fall off,
It pulls this right out.
watch what happens. Pull it. Right. It shuts off, so the sled doesn't take off half a mile down the trail on you.
Well, that's not what we did for the boy. All right, I'm gonna bring up what we did for a sled to go up to that antique ride. I just got to get to it. That's all. So give me a few minutes.
All the way in the back.
Yeah. The boy did a lot for me. An awful lot. So did that little brat that just walked by the door. All right, here. Let me bring that back. Come here. You be all right there, Pumpkin?
Yeah, just my cough.
This is something that we cleaned up and brought up to that antique snowmobile ride. So, any questions on this one? Again, feel free to ask. I said 71 and it actually is a 72. I want to correct myself right there. It says 71 on the screen, but it's 72. And you get some view of what goes on inside the building in the warehouse. You'll see product all stacked up in here. This is one of the bays that this is the bay back here I work on stuff when I do.
If I open up my eyes, I can see the skies. I can see the sky. See the sky. See the sky. Watch your
Did the Skidoo have reverse or this one? The Skidoo, yes. This one, no. That's only first cut. I've got a salute for you, Jeff, with 3 fingers and a thumb redacted. How's that? That's only the first buff. That's the buff. Let's see. Ooh. Now this is the antique snowmobile ride we went on there. We went up with 7, I think it was 7 sleds. And this one here, he did not put it in the contest, but a bunch of people were telling him he should have put it in for best of show with the polishing and the condition of it was. I know if Mark, he worked with me at the pellet store. He was the one that you heard in the background. He was the one doing the recording, did most of the recording in that. He actually did all his recording. The wife thought she was recording, so I couldn't use any of her video because she didn't get any. He went up. In fact, I think this was Mark's sled right here. But we brought up 7 sleds for the this antique snowmobile ride. Actually, there you go. I think is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Actually, I think it was. I don't think all of these. I can't remember if all these were his or not. I do know 1, 2, 3. I think, as I said, I think this one was Mark's. No, there was 11 sleds. We had a couple friends. He had a couple of his buddies come up with their sleds. So yes, these were all the sleds that came up in our group. There's a 2-up sled. I think that there's a 2-up sled down here the boy ran. But this is what that this was all the sleds that we brought up on that to that ride up in New Hampshire. All right, that's what it looks like all put together. Got the seat on it. Of course, this view. We did send these parts out to get re-chromed because the chrome was just destroyed on it. So other than that, everything on this machine was what they call new old stock. Original parts for it is what he put on there. New old stock is what basically what we used. I know Mark, if Mark is watching, he'll probably shoot me a text. I don't know, he can't really type in chat, but if I say anything wrong, he'll let me know. Yeah, it was, I think this took us almost a month to get done. I'll explain in the video too. The motor's original. The only thing he had to do to the motor was send it out, have it resealed because all the seals dried out. It doesn't change, but original seat, no speedo attack on this. But I'll open the hood for the so you can see the motor again. I didn't do nothing to the motor. The only thing this thing done to the motor was resealed. And yes, I did do some of the inside of the tunnel. Stuff that I could reach. I mean, stuff like down in here I couldn't get with the machine. I got down in here. Here's the other side of the motor. Yeah. Again, nothing down there. I did get up here. Repainted that. I didn't get nothing down in here either. I got just what I could reach. Yeah. I knew Mark was what had to be watching because he just sent me a text saying yes. Let me know what you what you think. 71 Arctic Cat Panther with a 303 Wankel. See, that's just some of the stuff I do on the side behind that I don't always publish. It was very satisfying. The only issue we had on that whole sled was did not replace the drive cogs on it for the track, and they looked. The owner said they looked all right, but it wound up being they didn't. When he took it for a ride up and down, just up and down in front of for the crowd, the drive cogs actually shattered, so we did have to finally replace those. So yeah, it was very satisfying for that. I know Mark did quite a bit. Mark and I did quite a bit of work on it, timing it, making sure we got the timing on the motor set right, carburetor adjusted, get everything installed. I did actually polish the entire belly pan of that sled, from the front bumper all the way back to where the track is. So I can say yes, I did do that. I just didn't do inside the tunnel. So what we the antique ride every year, I believe it is, but it changes locations every year. We didn't go this year. I don't think we've gone the past couple of years. I think past couple of years it was canceled because of lack of snow. There's no doubt in my mind this year probably there was one, but we didn't go. So yeah, that we went up with a full trailer load of sleds because, all right, I said I know Mark's watching. I know I went up with, I think it was six or eight sleds on a gooseneck trailer. I think it was 8 sleds on a gooseneck trailer. Then he had a couple of his buddies show up, and I think they brought up, must have been 8 sleds on that trailer. Had to be 8. But we brought all those sleds up at once. And then he had a couple of his other buddies bringing their sleds up. So, yeah, I think it was a total of like 11 sleds we brought up on that ride. See if I can't bring it back up and get that. Yep, stop, thank you. Trying to find it. Right there. No. Oh, back up. There we go. Come back here. Get over here. Because, as I said, yeah, I know, Les. Don't remind me. I went out and got made sure the 550 was ready to go. I put the shoes on my plow. Made sure it was good to go. But as I said, all these sleds at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Actually, no. These Formula Pluses are Jim's. That was Mark's. I think that was Hannah's. But yeah, all these we brought up for the ride. As I said, the drive cogs on this one, there's just like a little area right here. People drive up and down. This is where the drive cogs on this one let go, so we did have to replace those. I don't think I'm going to touch any of my gravel driveways tomorrow, unless they call and beg. But I have to explain to them I can't be responsible. It's got to be like 50 degrees here, so just out of curiosity. See, like, yeah, tomorrow. And then 50, almost 40, mid 40s the rest of the week. it's going to melt away in a hurry. I'm going to have to plow. I just don't think I'm going to really be too finicky on anything. It's just going to maybe a pass up and down and call it good, just enough to expose the pavement. And once the sun hits the pavement, it's going to melt away. Is it talking when they say it might start up? Or around 10 o'clock. Figure 10 o'clock. And then end around 7. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting day. I never took anything off the 550. The plow was still, I left the plow on it and the sander in it. Just because I knew about, remembered last year, our biggest snowstorm we got of the year last year was in April. So we get towards the end of April, yeah, I'll take everything off. But like plow contracts, just back drag every driveway. Oh, thanks, Jeff. Plow contracts are till April 15th. My contracts go from November 15th to April 15th. That's when my contract is. So I have to make sure I keep the gear on my truck and ready to go. See again my gear. 46, 40. Yeah, it's gonna sunshine in 40s, 30, 32. Yeah, it's all this snow is gonna melt away pretty quick. See, like we're right in this area right here. So I'm in the 2 to 5 range right now. Where'd everything go? It's not what I was looking for. Oh, come on, stop being so difficult. You gotta get on it first thing in the morning? Yeah. No, as I said, my contracts are November 15th to April 15th. So I have to make sure I am good to go on that. So I keep my truck equipped until April 15th. And after that, again, I think the ground's starting to get too warm now for it to really stick. It'll melt in a hurry. All right. Well, I figure be nice and let everybody know there could be a major turning point in the channel here. And I wanted to explain, highly stress, this is only talks right now. Okay? I want to be extremely specific. This is only talks right now. Yes, I have sand in the sander. Come on. Work with me. The talks are me taking this over. I want to express this is not included in the deal. This right here is not included. The reason why I say this is not included in the deal is because, you know, when I say in the videos I'm going to the warehouse on the south end of the bottom end of the state, that is for this company right here. Past 4 years we've been doing deliveries for this guy. Because I have never said anything about it, Jeff. When I say I go to the bottom end of the state, it is to do deliveries for this company. Yes, Southern Maine Renewable Fuels does have a warehouse down there. It's in the same. They both share the same warehouse. But a majority of the deliveries I do at the bottom end of the state is for this company. Now, I do need to purchase a truck and a truck-mounted forklift. So, again, this is all just talks right now. Nothing in stone. Because as I say, it's talks. Because we're talking almost 80 miles one way from my house to the warehouse. Now, will I be able to work with these two guys? More than likely, I'm going to say yes on this. All three of us work together. There's a good chance that's what might happen. As of right now, we have to just sit down and we have to hammer out everything. So, this has been going on in the background for quite a few months. And the prices are pretty much almost the same. This is what they carry as this one here. And this guy. This is my Saturday employer. Monday through Friday. And as I said, we mix the deliveries in with this guy, with ours. Far as the tariffs, it hits this gentleman pretty hard. You got Energex, Lacrete, Crab, 3 types of LG, Logique, Ambiance, Cubex, and Fiber Fuels, and X-Block. Those are all imported from Canada, so the tariffs are going to hit him pretty hard if they go through. So we are trying to figure out, we're still waiting on to try to see the tariffs, and that's another reason why I've kind of held off a little bit too on this, because it limits to what products, just say I do take it over. Wood and Sons, Lignetics, Northern Warmth, Maine Woods, New England, NV8s, and the Idaho logs would be what is not going to get affected. But what is going to do to the prices of these things is I do not know. Now that everybody's kind of shocked on that, you have any questions?
I had fun yelling at people. I'm gonna go grab something and show you something Colonel gifted me.
Vermont. Let me look up something real quick. I do believe he's listed as a dealer. But I think it was no, he is not listed as a dealer. Probably the reason why is you see that is my Maine Pellet Sales, Southern Maine, and there's another dealer called D&J. They don't like to have too many dealers real close together. So that kind of limits me on that. Could I get Vermont? Does it mean you relocate? No. No, it does not. Just means I probably have to go out. I'd have to buy my boy's car off him and buy another vehicle, a company vehicle that's good on gas. And no, I'm not buying no damn electric, Jeff. Hey, Maina. Just means I have to buy a vehicle good on gas to travel back and forth, because I do not want to drive that truck, whatever truck I get back and forth. Maina, you're just, as I said, it's only talks. It's only a discussion, nothing set in stone. But looking at acquiring this business. Maina says hi, Kay. Maina. Far as Vermont, I could probably get it through the other dealers. Long as I'm not taking over all their customers for the product, I could probably acquire a load or two here and there. But I am not. They probably wouldn't take me on as a dealer because I do not like to have too many dealers close together. Can you get a senior discount? No. No. And everyone, just say, yesterday was Jeff's birthday. I won't say how old he is, but I just can't drive. So, yeah. Yesterday was his birthday, so wish him a belated happy birthday, too. Just remember, you can't drive So yeah, I would be, as explained to everybody there to Mena. This place is like 80 miles from my house. So I'd have to look at buying something that's really good on gas. And I could work with these two guys as well. Because this is the smallest of the three companies. This is the smallest. This guy's the next largest, and of course, this guy is the largest. So, far as stuff like that, I could get another. I just have to get my own truck and a truck-mounted forklift, my own equipment to do these deliveries. And this is all. There is no storefront with this company. It is all just deliveries. So I don't have a storefront with this if I do it. So that's a bonus. There's a lot less overhead versus these two guys here. See, like this guy here, gentleman, the Matra. He's got Matra. Wouldn't have it down at the bottom. The Cubex I would have. Lacrete I would have. Wood & Sons I would have. Logique I do not have down there. And the Force, which is no more than the Cubex 22-pound bag. And the fiber fuel is what we're looking at. So again, this is all just talks. Nothing set in stone. Right now we're just talking about it. So again, anybody has questions or comments or anything like that, please just ask. I'll do what I can for you. As far as the Vermont, yeah, I could work with these two dealers here and get some. I betcha. I'm just not going to overstep my boundaries and try to become a dealer and step on the toes of the other dealer that's right down the road. How you doing, Mr. Somebody? All right, thank you for the support. Kind of harped on this last week. Would you push the U.S. brands? Yes and yes. I mean, if I'm... The problem is like, this one's high ash. This one is high ash. These, like, Lignetics, Crab, Maine Woods, the LG, Logique, those are high ash pellets. Would I push them? Or the Lignetics and the Maine Woods are very high ash pellets. As I said, let me look here real quick. Try to find it again. I know I brought up the test results for it. Where is it? No, I'm looking for the lab results. Let's see, that's 2011. 15.
Oh yeah. One of my socks fell apart. So I put on my boot with these socks on, and I got a mark here. I have a mark. My skin got like rubbed off. And it hurts.
Yeah, there is.
No, but I didn't have a pair of long socks.
Projected gross sales of that dealer. I cannot discuss that right now. Yeah, Pumpkin?
I was gonna say, you wanna show him that?
I can.
Show him what I got?
The Munchkin wants to show you something.
I don't wanna show him, I look like crap. Oh, I'm in the corner.
Just hold on. You're not going to be in the corner in a second. Oh, hold on.
No, I don't wanna. I'm saying I'm in the corner of the thing because I really don't. I look like crap right now.
Store, yes, Mana. In the videos, when I say I'm going to the bottom end of the state to that warehouse, that's included. But, whoa, come on. That's not what I wanted. I wanted. Oh, that's sound alerts. That's why that's so big. I don't want that. I want this one. There we go. She made it back, yep.
Yeah. Until
This is what she just got back. She spent the weekend up in Castine, Maine at Maine Maritime Academy for her Air Force ROTC. And they gave it to your squad,
it was to my unit,
your unit, okay.
but my colonel gifted it to me because I was a cadet in charge. So it's at this point just a gift, but it's for the entire unit. I don't know how well it's gonna show.
Yeah, let me see it real quick. I gotta bring it up for him. Yeah, let me turn the light, dim it down a little bit. There we go. That's what her colonel gave her.
All of them are bronze, so no, we didn't just place third. They're all bronze.
Oops.
Nice job. Thanks, Jeff. Thanks, Mina. Yeah, we made it back after our bus picked us up 3 hours late.
Yeah. Their bus was 3 hours late for picking them up. They were supposed to be back at noon?
Yeah.
1.
No.
No, noon?
We were supposed to be back around 12:30. We didn't get home until almost 3:30. And even then, I still had to get all the bags off the bus, made sure everybody had their uniforms, make sure everything that was supposed to go back into the classroom got into the classroom. It was definitely something. It was wow. To say the least, my legs hurt from this weekend because all we were doing, we were marching everywhere, exercising. We had a nice rude awakening with some nice lights turned on first thing in the morning, so you got flashbanged. Some nice trumpets, too. That was fun. The food was very good, though. The joys of leadership. Yeah, I got to yell at a bunch of people, though, and I was happy about it.
You got the mouth for it.
Yeah, and I got the voice, to say the least. Colonel ended up yelling at everyone because they got into the snacks when they weren't supposed to. People were being very disrespectful when we went down to the pier. since they're extending it for their new 630 and $30 million new ship that they're actually getting gifted. Lucky them. Because we went down and we toured their boat facility down there where they build the engines and everything, and the students learn. And people were like, "Oh, headphones in, let's ignore them. Let's talk the entire time and be on our phones." They listened very quick when I yelled at them. Yeah. It was... Yeah, we made a bunch of friends. We met people from out of state, too.
They were at Maine Maritime Academy in Castine. Is where they are at.
And we slept on cots. That was the only bad part. It kind of hurt to sleep on them, but... At the end of the day, it's all worth it. I made a bunch of new friends. I had now contact with an out-of-state unit from Dover, New Hampshire, their Navy JROTC from there, who want to come all the way up and collab with our unit at our school for a field day. So that's fun. And then...
They were... Should still be in here. They were out there.
About 2.5 hours from home.
Just a little over 2 hours, but you went on a bus, so it took a little bit longer. So they were out there.
Been down there a few times. Glad you had a good weekend. Yeah, it was really cold this morning. We did muster and colors this morning. And they only put the American flag up before they said, "All right, we're bringing y'all inside." Because even they didn't want us there. So.
Yeah, so they were way out there, which isn't that bad. I went out here early this year at Bar Harbor for a coal delivery.
And we went up north more too.
Yeah.
The day that mom thought the day that mom didn't know I went with you, and then she's like, "Why are you in lesson?" I'm with Dad. Oh. She didn't see my 89 mile drive up north.
Yeah, Bar Harbor.
It wasn't Bar Harbor that we were in.
Yeah.
We went up north more, up by Holton.
Oh, Millinocket.
Yeah.
When you went with me when I was running flatbed that day.
Yeah, you're on flatbed. We went up there to Dover too. It was windy today, but it was more so near the water. Yeah, it was freezing when we went down the water. Everyone's like, "Oh, the temperature changed so much," and I'm like, I wonder why.
Let's see here.
It's up here somewhere, I think. Because we couldn't quite see the open ocean. Oh, no, right there.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah, and we walked down here to the pier. And then we were... Yeah, we were in... Because... Wait, where were we? Oh, we were in these buildings. Yeah. They're extending the pier out that far.
Yeah, you see it right now there.
Yeah, in that photo they were just getting ready. Now they have the poles in the water and...
The pylons.
The pylons, yeah. Yeah, we went in that door into that building. Can't go over there.
Yeah, you can. You can zoom in.
Yeah, we went in that door. We went upstairs. We toured where we toured the engine rooms. We didn't get to go into that big bay, but they showed us the boats that they're building in there. Obviously, we didn't get to go on any boats. If you turn around, is it there?
Tug?
No, not the tug. Actually, Maine Maritime Academy is the only academy, only maritime academy, to have. I hope they stopped at Arby's and fed you. No, they didn't stop us at Arby's.
Oh man,
None.
Jeff stirring the shit pot.
None down that way. But Maine Maritime Academy is the only maritime academy to have their own tugboat to be able to use. But there's a ship there. I think it's like 300 years old. And
Yeah.
they use.
I think that one's down in Bath right now.
No, it's
It was up there. It was up there.
It was up there.
Because I know. Let's see here. Oh, it's Maine Maritime Museum. Okay, yeah, the academy moved out of there. It's a museum now. That's right.
Yeah, no, I didn't get to eat till I got back and went out to eat. So. That's not the boat.
No.
No, that's their tugboat.
I know the academy was here for a while. So they moved up there then.
The academy was built in 1941. Yeah, 1941. Yeah, no, but they said that tomorrow they're doing an x-ray on it to make sure nothing's wrong with the boat.
That check weld. Oh, yeah.
And if there is something wrong, they're fixing it. Our midshipments were lying to us, and everyone's like, "Oh, they're gonna admit it," because we made flags for our boat crews, because there was 4 boat crews, and the midshipments took them and hid them, and they think that we didn't know. But there was a college student who was a midshipman, I think last year, who was like, "Oh, I remember doing that. Yeah, it's the midshipmen's hiding them." And everybody tried to get the midshipmens to admit it, and they're like, "We're not doing it. Why would you do that? It's your responsibility." So we all started hiding our flags from the midshipmens.
Did that? You sound like a valley girl. Why would we do that?
Yeah, no, some nice rude awakenings with flashbangs, a nice big old trumpets.
Mhm.
Someone woke up in the middle of the night and they're like, "I heard a train." Yeah, there's freaking train tracks right there. They're like, "Oh, it's Fort Knox." That's not Fort Knox. That was Fort Knox. Yeah, no, the only reason they were...
Didn't she sound like a valley girl? Why would we do that?
Why would you do that?
Yeah, that right there. I just don't put shoulder pads on you, put spikes in it, and just ask you a question.
Why would we do that?
Yeah, you commit suicide doing that.
Yeah, like a blonde girl.
Yeah. Sometimes you act like a blonde.
I have blonde highlights, Dad.
This is the stuff I do to her all the time. Then you wonder why she hates me.
Yeah, I fell asleep when I got
You
home.
hate me, don't you? Don't you? I'm gonna start stabbing you.
I'm gonna start hitting you with this. Indeed, she did. No, but the only reason the bus...
While you entertain them, I'm gonna go into the room behind us.
Okay. Oh, feels nice to sit down. You're so good with children. That's what Jeff said. No, but the only reason the... Jeff's...
That's why I've got 3 girls and a boy.
The only reason the bus was 3 hours late was because they had the wrong time. They had 1 o'clock instead of 10 o'clock. So we sat there, but we weren't the only ones that were forgotten. I'm not gonna mess with that. I'm just gonna do that. So partial blonde said enough. Yeah, no, but we weren't the only school that was forgotten. Dover, New Hampshire, their school also forgot them. So we were waiting just about as long as them. But we had to wait a little longer than them.
Boy, you look a little comfy in my chair. You know that.
Yeah, because my legs hurt. We had to wait like 15 more minutes after them before we left, so. Yeah, that was fun. I mean, I said so partial blonde, said enough. Enough said. So mean.
Yeah, my
I'm just 16. Why are you attacking a child, Mana?
my oldest daughter just turned 32 last week, so.
When are we gonna go see her? What? Wait. No.
We're gonna go up and check out her new house. You know, you got a new niece,
Yeah. How old is she?
4 months old. Yeah. I'll admit I don't stay in touch with your older sisters as much as I should, but yeah, you get a new niece. She's 4 months old. Look at what in the hell your brother is doing in Minecraft.
I know, me too. Alright. Well, I'm leaving.
Bye.
I'm gonna-
Don't let the door hit you, with the good Lord split you.
I don't think the door could really hit me.
There, now that I got rid of her, she's not hijacking the stream. .43 ash, 8250 BTU. So yeah, that's real high ash, low BTU. Yeah, stream hog. It's a hardwood softwood blend, yep. See, the thing is you get these mixed ones there. That's where the mixed ones really bring up a real high ash content on the mixed. So what was it about the warehouse? I missed it because of an ad. Oh, okay. You know when I say I go down to the warehouse at the bottom end of the state? That's the warehouse I get. Do I get all the product in it? No. I'd have to start ordering my own stuff if I go through with this. Right here. Yeah, this one here. I think. I'm gonna mute that. Can't remember if I go to the warehouse in this one or not. Oh yeah. How many people like this little part here? That right there was a massive heart attack. I thought that thing was going. Where am I at in this? Oh no, this is when I was. Okay, yeah, no, this is not the one I thought it was. Or is it this one? Okay, that's the mill. All right, here. Go back here.
That one Vermont.
This, I get this storage with it.
I said we.
Do
Put
I?
on.
But I do not.
Not up here. I'm hoping.
Yes, this is a. This is all rental space. This is
go
all
down there,
monthly.
grab that before we start
storage.
The truck off.
I get all that up there, and I think it's 2 or 3 bays down here. I do believe I get this bay, and it's 2 bays. I think it's these 2 down here. No, 3, because that one's in the next bay over. But I get 3 bays here. This one here is going to be paid. This one here is going to be paid for by the guy that owns this business, because he stores his own pellets here. He's stepping away. He wants to retire, but right now he's busy flipping houses. Hence the reason why we've been doing the deliveries for him. But now it's just with the customer base, with both this one and this one has become too much for this guy. They've been talking about wanting me to take over this business right here. And one of the main reasons why they want me to do it is the customers know me. They've seen me. I've been doing the deliveries for this gentleman for 5 years. So the customers know me. They're used to me. Instead of selling it to somebody else, they'd like me to take it over just to help with the customers. So if we could really get this channel going, it'd really help out. So yeah, I get this bay, and this bay right here. We've been doing it for about 5 years now. Because the gentleman he's also had some health scares, is what I'll say. So, to help him out, because he was just going to close up the store, just sell everything and walk away. So what we did was to help him keep the income going, was he orders the pellets, and what we wound up doing was he'd order the pellets. He would get the profits off the pellet sales. We would keep the delivery fee. So he still had an income coming in off of these. So it was one of those, you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. So we were working together on it. It's just now it's become, as I said, between the two, I don't know how many thousand customers there is. Because out of the 3, this one is the smallest. let's see, this one here. This gentleman's about, this place here is about twice the size of this one. And this one here is about twice the size of this one. No, all three. The best way to explain this is, let me see if I can't find it. All four of us. Okay, I'll be 100. You've heard me talk about, I had my own tractor trailer truck, flatbed. I was their they hired me as their primary delivery truck. I'd go to Massachusetts. I'd go pick up their pellets, actually. I'd pick up their pellets out of Massachusetts and Vermont. Some of the bio blocks out of Connecticut for when they were doing they were doing bio blocks out of Connecticut.
Text message.
Well, what my daughter want? Say now. Uh-oh. This is my middle daughter right here. Let's see if I can't find it real quick. Let me pull one over here and see if I can't find a picture of my truck and trailer. Yeah, all of us were kind of together helping each other out. Come on. I know I got a picture around here somewhere of it. Try to find a good one of it. There we go. This is my truck and trailer I had for quite a few years. But I put too many eggs in one basket and got screwed over. But I had this. I was always hauling pellets for everybody, for these three dealers. So we, when I wound up getting screwed over, they helped out on a lot of things. That was one of the trucks. I bought one for my father just before he passed away, but he passed away before I got it on the road, so I did put it on the road for a few days, but I sold it shortly afterwards. Try to find the picture of that Pete. I did have a Peterbilt for a while. Right there. That was a Peterbilt I bought for my father just before he, shortly before he passed away. I bought this for him to drive, but I think it was like a month after I purchased this truck, he passed away. So I just turned around and got rid of it. I actually had a trailer lined up for him. I purchased this truck and had a trailer lined up for him to go pick up, not knowing that I bought him the truck and trailer for him to use. But didn't help out. It didn't happen. This truck here had a reason why I wanted to give this truck to my old man was this had a 6 1/4 cat in it with an 18 speed. I know he'd take damn good care of that truck and trailer, the truck with me, for me. But yeah, this this was the parade, local parade, when the kids won their when the rec program won the championship. So I had all the kids on the trailer. This was also 2015 when I just bought the trailer. Actually, a trailer wasn't even a month old. Oh yeah, this is coming out of Connecticut with an oversize. Oh, that's when I replaced the rear ends. I love that Freightliner. There's a 2004 FLD 120. Yeah, that trailer was only not even a month old. There should be a video in here. I scared the living daylights out of a bunch of people. Oh, this was when that accident. Some idiot. This guy right here pulled out. Any of you that travel 495 in Massachusetts, Lowell rest area, right on 495, this guy pulled out of off the shoulder, off this area, right out into this lane of traffic in front of me. I'm doing 55 mile an hour and I could not stop. I was fully loaded. Actually, there's my daughter right there. She was on the football team when they won this championship. Actually, there's the day I brought the truck home. Sitting in the yard. So, kind of spilling my guts to everyone tonight. I would assume. Anyways, we had too many damn squirrels tonight, if you ask me. No, that's not a beer. I don't drink. Yeah, it does seem to be that way, Mana. Not intentionally. No deliveries tomorrow. You should know better than that with the snow coming in tomorrow. Calling for 2 to 5 inches. Hey, if you want to reach out to me on you got Facebook and you want to reach out to me, I have had this for a while, but I haven't really pushed it. I do have a Facebook page. I know that I'm looking at other pellet manufacturers, perhaps you get know them all, but yeah. No, I appreciate it, Jeff. I mean, yeah, any leads would be great. But again, I'm not going to push nothing until everything's really set. It's 100% commitment. You can go it. You guys want to look me up? It's, and you see, it's Pellet Guy Maine for Facebook. If you've got it, that's me right there. You're supposed to go to Calais tomorrow, but I'm postponing it. Yeah, I will go across the airline tomorrow with the weather. Oh, depends. It's not supposed to hit here till like 10 o'clock in the morning. So it's probably a couple hours later than that up your way. So it just depends on what you're going to do. But yeah, the airline, 90 miles. I know they put a lot of work into that place on that road to straighten it out. Through the peat moss and all that. So yeah, it's probably been, I dare say, probably 15 years since I've been across the airline. And for those of you that don't know what the airline is, it's Route 9 going from Bangor to Calais. And so it is this road right here. A 1 p.m. start there, okay. Yeah. From Bangor to Calais is like 90 miles, I think. Last I knew it was. But see, like, as I said, when I had my own truck and tractor trailer truck, I had that Freightliner on the flatbed. I'd haul out of here, 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 here. What the hell is that one? Not a clue. But biopellet here, I'd haul out of there a lot. Oh, there was one down by Danbury. There was one down in here I used to haul out of as well. See, those three companies hired me a lot, so that's how I'm kind of is better than what it used to be, but still not fun in the snow. No, it's not. It is not. I agree. Shit. Tombstone Every Mile. Who did that song? That, if anybody knows ever heard of that song, Tombstone Every Mile? That was made for the airline. Is his nickname. For every truck driver that had been killed on this road, there could be a tombstone every mile on this road. Now I'm trying to, it's got me thinking. Dick Curlis. Tombstone Every Mile, yeah. "1965 is when that song came out. As I said, that song was actually made. According to this, song was written by Dan and recorded by Dick Curlis. As I said, that is the song dedicated to the drivers that passed away on that road. Oh, cut it out, boy. You're yawning. Don't mind me. I'm watching my son's stream on Twitch. He's yawning, and I happened to look up, and he decided to make me yawn. I'd play the song, but I'd probably get hit with a copyright strike. What are they up to in January 2024? Huh. Doing a delivery. Let's see, do I get any more pictures of the truck on this profile? I have several YouTube, Facebook profiles, so everyone knows. Whoa, what am I doing here? Oh. Stop. There's the video. I got train horns on this. I have heard of Quran. I just right now, I said I'm not gonna really expand too much right yet. I think that was the regular horns. I got train horns on this, so they'll be coming up here pretty quick. They should be. You see the air horn right there. So this is all the
Hey,
all the kids.
Joe!
I just put all these. There's little strobe lights right here and here on the trailer because I was starting to get into oversized loads. So I had strobe lights on the truck and trailer. Like I said, I'm getting all kinds of squirrel moments right now. Curran, yeah, as I said, I've thought about them, but I don't have any control over nothing right now, so I am not doing anything like that. All right, what did I do? Close the wrong tab? No, it's right there. It's hidden. Now, you didn't change the subject, Jeff. You got it back on track. Sorry, Jeff. No. Because the profit margin on these things is not that much. Unfortunately, as I said, okay, that's what I wanted. No, we'll talk. I say no, but be one of those. We'll talk. How about I don't give you? I don't charge a delivery fee. You come pick it up, and I won't charge you a delivery fee. How's that for a discount? That sounds fair to me. Oh, 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 oh. Yeah, the senior discount is I don't charge you the delivery fee. I think the boys. Not sure if you. I don't see them on there. Oh, cut it out, kid. He's yawning again. Come on, quit being such a pain. I could do that. I'm gonna unmute his stream for a second there, just to surprise the hell out of me. He's playing Minecraft right now, so don't mind the sound. Pretty bad. I gotta subscribe to his channel for him.
Hey, Dad. Thanks for the 5-month sub.
How late in the season does Elizabeth store stay open? We'll probably stay open until That's music played on his channel, so hold on. Gotta turn it down. Probably open till sometime. I'm not sure if he said something to me or not. We figure we'll probably open till sometime maybe towards the end of April, and we go from there. But right now we have already started shutting the store down on some days. Currently, the store is closed on Wednesdays. Instead of 6 days a week, it's down to 5. So the store in Lisbon's open Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Saturdays is normally the last day of the year. Last day we shut the store down. They offer no discounts there. No discounts, period. Sorry. I have no control over that store. I have no control over any of the stores. I'm just a diesel dummy there that delivers pellets. I tell you the same thing I tell all the customers. I'm just a dumb diesel dude. Dumb diesel delivery dude. The 4Ds. Yeah, I guess you asked that for a senior moment. Hey, you're older than me, Jeff, okay? And as I said on the phone earlier today with you, yeah, I get the AARP paperwork and all that. So yeah, they send that stuff to me. They've been sending that stuff to me for like, God, I have to say almost 15 years. Actually, the best way to check this out on this side. Okay, yeah, he is on the channel, so he is watching. Yeah, I probably received it 10 years ago. So, yeah. Yeah, as I said, I've been receiving it for probably 10 to 15 years myself. As- yeah. As I said, I'm not saying your age, but just because you can't drive it doesn't mean you have to act it. So anybody got any questions at all? Or what's going on here? I know we just kind of sitting here chit chatting and bullshitting. Acting younger keeps me alive. Yeah. Sad part is, I try. I try to act younger, but then the next day I feel older. Ugh. Nose itches. I wish I could. It doesn't tell me. Oh, there we go. Multi-stream. There's what we're looking for. I had it on YouTube only. Forgot to put it chat on multi-stream. But I don't think anybody texted in chat anyways. I don't think anybody said anything in Twitch. By the looks of it, they haven't. So I didn't miss much. Yeah, it's going to be interesting, to say the least. And I will admit, it's going to be a hell of a learning curve as well. Because I'm going to have to be responsible for ordering the pellets, customer orders, scheduling, plus doing the deliveries, the maintenance, to say the least. Oh, and I will admit, it's going to be a hell of a learning curve as well. Get rid of that. Sorry about that. So yeah, I am going to have my hands full for a while. I might give Maina a discount because he lives in the same state. It's just those damn New Yorkers asking for discounts all the time. He'll probably get the same discount you do. You come pick it up, I just don't charge you a delivery fee. Oh, man. That's what I enjoy about everyone that jumps into chat. We can literally joke with each other quite a bit. What's going on with this? Jerk story renewable energy. Yeah, okay. He might be in my area more often, but you're closer. I said I have gone all the way out to Bar Harbor. With deliveries. Let's see here. Oh, squirrels. If I do this, I'm going to have so many squirrels, it's not even funny. It's like somewhere's out in here, around in here somewhere. Somewhere in here, we got a few customers that take coal. I come all the way up, drop down through, take 1A down through. My middle daughter lives out in this area here. Out near the school, if you remember correctly. Probably. Actually, I think it was right in here. Yeah, it was. One was right here. I can't remember where the other one was. Oh, going across 3? Probably. But then you get all these back roads. You got to deal with the idiots. And when I went out there, I think it was just starting to get towards the end of tourist season, so I didn't want to stick around with this. Yeah, granted, I did have to put up with the bullshit of through here, and especially in Ellsworth. Holden and Ellsworth were the two big pains. But I just jumped on the highway and set the cruise, let it run. School's on that state route. Yeah, as I said, it was... It was right. It was on right in here. Was one of them, and then there's another one. I can't remember where the hell it was. Mount MDI High School, yeah. Yeah, come around there. Did the delivery over here. Then there was another one somewhere around there. Yeah, exactly. No easy way to get hit. No easy way to get there during tourist season, which isn't too far away, unfortunately. There is absolutely no easy way to get there. Oh, boy, ended it stream. I should be doing that myself here pretty soon. But what a difference yesterday giving that damn Moffat a bath, trying to find out all the tourists from Mass. Well, unfortunately, I have to say, like, this section of the state right now, they pretty much consider it northern Massachusetts. In New York. Ow! Well, it was pretty bad during the live streams when I am... Let's see, where is it? Oh, boys playing Helldivers 2. Is it this road? Yeah, it's this road right here. Somewhere in here, Jeff was looking at a house, and he just happened to notice it when I went by. It's somewhere. As I said, it's somewhere right in here. He was looking at a house, I think he said, and having to notice the house he was looking at when I went by it. Look familiar to anyone? The only difference is there's a flagpole here now. Oh yeah. I don't think I showed too many of this. But of course, this is main pellet sales. This was on Saturday. Saturday's employer. Show you what it looked like before the owner bought it. Used to be an old is she tired of snow yet? Oh yeah. That's not the bus driver's house though. That's not where the bus driver is at. Yeah, I'm waiting to get a text from her saying, "Don't come plow me out. Let it melt." But this is where the main pellet sales is right now. He bought it in 2000, I think it was towards the end of 2007, 2008. Leveled it. And he actually had, and it's right here, there's a sign. Started building on 2010. $277 Marsh. Okay, I will look at it in a bit. But he built this. He had just a small office space. He was still actually working for LL Bean when he started this place up. See, there's a sign right there. So this is what the pellet store originally started off as. 2012 was the same. 2016 is when he started. Let's see. Yeah. 2012 had that. And then in 4 years, I think it was 2 years, I think 2013 or 14, he put the foundation in for this side. And that was it. He actually took over the whole building and kicked this guy out. And so this guy bought the land beside him and built his business there. And as you can tell, he filled in the 2 doors. But there's an apartment. This right here is upstairs storage for this place. There's an apartment building there, and he put in an apartment building, an apartment here. And then 2018, pretty much finished. Right now, this is what the footprint of the building is as of right now. If you would send all the lobster rolls down to Mass, you wouldn't have all the tourists up there. Yeah. If they'd have guys go out and fish their own waters, it'd be fine. But kind of show everyone. That's, again, this is, says 2024. September of 24. Of course, this is the back bay I work on the trucks on. This is where the Moffett goes. But this is what it looked like, again, when he first started up the business. You go from that to this. He's done a lot of expanding on there. This guy has worked his butt off hard to make the business. See, this is an apartment up here. And in yesterday's video, I was talking about how a guy on a bike, guy dumped his bike because I had the Moffett right here washing it. He come around this corner. Stop that. Literally drove up onto the grass right here and then dumped the bike. He come up. He took it wide because of the sand in the corner. Went wide, went up and dumped it. It was a little Suzuki. Like a little Suzuki 250. The main pellet and used pallets. Yeah, you ain't kidding. Yeah, hence the reason why I'm going to go to aerial view here. I mentioned it. It's not the greatest, but it's not going to show it the greatest. Maybe I can get a good view somewhere along the lines here. Well, anyways, actually, okay, that's the big door in the front. All right, this door. This was Saturday. Friday. I want to go to Friday's video. Wrong door. I want the other door. Get on the other side. Yeah, that's that side of the building. I'm not worried about that. I want to get on the other side of the building. Okay, yeah, I think I mentioned it in this part here. Yeah, that record button. Yeah, okay. KMA.
Probably can. But he's trying to squeeze more out. About maybe going another 8 to 10 feet off the building that side.
What the plan is for this guy, I thought he's built it as big as he could on the property, but I guess he's going to push it as much as he can. You get a 10-foot offset. So when you see through this, on the other side of this door there's a wooden fence. He's got to come 10 feet off that, or 11 feet off the fence line for the foundation. RBAU.
To move some of these NV and the NV8s over there. Because he wants to put in a, so it'll, right now.
Get over there.
I didn't notice. Oh, editing seep out of the side.
Yeah, that's a fuel leak.
So I sprayed it down with brake clean.
Yeah, okay.
Any type of.
Okay, right here. Foundation's going to come 11 feet off the fence. Can't see it, but there's a metal pin right here for the property line that goes up. He's coming in 11 feet off that. Or actually, I think it's this one here. He's coming 11 feet in for the foundation because he's going to have a 1 foot overhang. Eave. Soffit, whatever. He wants to come off to that fence line 11 feet and build straight back to move the other stuff, the NV and NV8s, some of the bio blocks into that corner to free up some more space. Again, that's all just talks. And we're going to put a...
She's running. That's a snow pile from this winter. What's left of it?
Like right here in this corner, wants to put a wood stove to test bio blocks and stuff.
Oh, and if I remember, I will try to run up and take a picture. Some people...
Actually, now that I mention it, now that I see that, a lot of you were talking about that big snow pile at one of my customers. Come on. What do we do with all those pallets? Right now, there's a company that usually comes and picks them up, but we've been trying to get a hold of them. They haven't been coming to get them. So we're trying to get someone to come get them. No, that's not it. No, right there. Correct. That would be the purpose of the wood stove. They don't come get them, we'll burn them. That big snow pile everybody was talking about when I was pushing up over the cab of the truck, that's what's left. Right there, that's all that's left of that snow pile. Because I said in the beginning when I was plowing that there was a boat or something. There's something, boat or well tile right here. I think there's a well tile right here. They got the boat setting over it. But that's all that's left of that snow pile. Looks like a grave site where someone is just buried. I knew I did stop by on the way I did stop in there on my way by Saturday. Took these pictures for the customer. She called me. She just sent me a message. Why'd you stop in? I said, I just taking a looking at the snow pile. Yes, that's the paved horseshoe driveway, Mana. Okay, it wasn't in between. It was right there. This is the house Jeff was looking at buying, I guess. But he said when he was looking at it, there was no garage. And that would be, that's that one there. Nope, I've gone too far downhill. That would be this one here, Mana. That's where I push the snow, is right here. See, she had a bunch of these trees taken out. Well, that tree's there, but a lot of these bushes and shrubs were taken out. Right there's where I was pushing the snow. That's where that snow pile is at. I might be piling some more up there tomorrow. I don't know. It's gonna be wet stuff, but as I said, it's not gonna stick around much tomorrow. With it being almost 50 degrees the rest of the week, it's going to melt away in a couple days. That's why I said I don't think I'm going to hit any of my gravel driveways. Especially like my sister-in-law's, where I plow her driveway and her front lawn. I don't want to roll her front lawn up. Yes, I did put I did put the shoes on the my trigger point is 2 inches. I'm going to head out and hit some of them. But I am not going to hit all of them. Of course, the apartment building, I'm going to have to get. I have to, that's a contract one. And that's a zero tolerance one. So I have no choice. I have to get that one. But see, like as I said, the gravel driveway ones, I don't think I'm going to touch because I'm just going to destroy them. See, I got a couple. See, like where? Just started snowing there. Thanks, Jeff. We got the one where I got that one driveway where it's clear to cross that bridge. The front driveway is paved, but the back lot is not. The one going out behind where they park the cars under the barn. That one's not. I don't think I'm going to hit that one. I got the other one over here, right in here. That's all gravel. I don't think I'm going to hit that one. I got another one up here by my house. I'm not going to hit that one. It's probably going to be mostly a majority of the paved ones that I get. Oh, and the mobile home. If I hit anything on these gravel driveways, there's a colorful comments from the bus driver. Yeah. Hold on a minute. I gotta hit the restroom here real quick. I'll be right back. Mailbox is over 4-inch. I think, as far as the height for the mailbox, I think it's only supposed to be like 38 inches. I think minimum 38, enough for the wing to. Supposed to be enough for the wing to, the plow to sneak under. But anything on any of these gravel driveways, I think I'm just going to wind up just opening the end of the road, end of the driveways. My trigger point is 2 inches before I go plowing. Oh, the mailbox. Yeah. That would be this one right here. Yeah, no, Google Street View hasn't gone through there yet. But that would be that mailbox right there, yes. They want 4 inches. Yes, the White Dakota has been removed. As far as last I heard, let me look real quick. I do believe she sent me a message saying that the Dakota has been moved. Man, I gotta go back a ways. Yeah. She sent me a message on February 28th. Truck has been removed at the property and should be good to go for the next one. So who knows? Maybe it'll be a live stream tomorrow. Me plowing. Man, I appreciate you doing everything you could to watch. I mean, I understand people do have to work. I'm just basically streaming my work, pretty much is what I'm doing, with the exception of what I revealed tonight in tonight's stream. No, I do appreciate every view. Every view counts, every like, every comment, every subscription to the channel. Everything counts. And I do greatly appreciate what everyone does. I'm going to check analytics here real quick. Yeah, I won't say a nasty gram, but it's told that you're not supposed to reveal your analytics on stream. But I'm only averaging about $1 a day in monetization.
Putting away in here as best I can.
Cut it out. There we go. You'll watch if you get a discount. My God, you're having such a senior moment, ain't you? Scared 11 daylights out of his wife. The I peed my pants ones. I about pee my pants when I see those. Sorry again, senior moment. Oh my dear God. This is all we're going to get out of him now. I see Razor's streaming live right now. They want to see what they got for... They've been streaming snowstorms. Snow out there, so... Oh, look at that. Mount Bachelor Ski Resort. Bend, Oregon. They're getting hammered. And yes, this is live right now on theirs. So, it's already free to watch. Yeah, it is. Everything I'm asking you to do is free. That's why I haven't set up memberships on the channel. 'Cause, I mean, yeah, it'd be great. I could do I could do members only live streams during the day or something like that at a delivery. That's something I could do. But to me, I think it's just asking too much of all of you. You guys, just by sitting here chatting, watching the videos, subscribing does help the algorithm get the videos out a little more than normal. So I try not to ask too much. Yeah, I do have where you can. Him. I watched the Gentry and Sons one. I actually saw the video he posted. I think it was yesterday of him going to get it. Going to Gentry and Sons. If you don't know, Gentry and Sons did have a YouTube channel for a while, and what boosted them was the Cletus McFarlane video. He brought something down to Cletus, or did something for Cletus, and then Cletus boosted his channel, and FSC and Gentry have been friends for a while, and they've been helping each other out. Kind of sucks what happened with Orwell. Cracked block. But he needed a truck, so Gentry sold him Black Dog. And Gentry, if you don't know about Gentry and Sons, they had a massive fire at their shop, destroyed just about every truck they had. I think it was like 2 years ago. Destroyed just about every truck that they had. Lost a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah. I think I'm going to have to pull the plug here. I can go with the 3 hour mark. 3 hour mark, we'll call it pull the plug. So we got about another 15 minutes and I'm going to shut her down. But again, this is going to be a big commitment for me right here. So I've been trying to click the whole time. Don't mind me. I'm just checking out something on the other side. One of my other screens. Yeah, exactly, Maynard. It'll be a commitment, but you know the product and the customers. That's the main reason why they're approaching me about that. Is the customers? I know the customers, and they know me. So it's definitely no. Delivered to too many seniors. What an asshole. I'll say it now. It's almost 11 o'clock at night. I'll say that to you, Jeff. Yeah, that's an asshole. Say it. Move. My God, he whining about discounts and discounts and discounts. You're not that old, Jeff. So he's only got a couple of years on me. So I mean, as I said, he's not that old. My word. As I said on the stream, as I said earlier, I mean, come on, work with me. Here's the stream going right now. Yeah, you got this right here. You can do these chats and stickers. I only did it because YouTube pretty much almost requires it now. But before you click on that and donate to the channel, I'll let you know, they keep 30% of that. So just say you throw $100, I only get like 70 out of it. So basically for every dollar you donate, you do a chat, I only get 70 cents of it. So, you know, just so be upfront about it. Like I said, I haven't done the memberships yet. I've been thinking about it, but I don't know. I mean, you don't have to donate anything at all. As I said, just sit back and watch the videos and hang out with me on these live streams. Yes, it is. They keep 30% of 30% of it. And their payout is check. I still haven't received my payment. Their minimum payout is $100 to me. So, as I said, I'm only making like $1 a day off the channel. Yes, you have, Jeff. Yes, you have. what the hell was it? 30% of whatever I generate. I think it was only like $1.30 I made yesterday. So it's $100 minimum payout from them, and I'm only gotten. They only pay once a month. I think I'm supposed to receive pay. I think it's payments on the 25th of the month is when they pay me. They say they've already sent a payment to me, but I haven't received it. I do have Venmo. That's the only way I get pretty much 100% of whatever anyone sends if they donate. But as I said, I don't ask for donations and stuff like that. If you want to, that's your choice. I'm not going to ask. And the memberships, as I said, I'm still kind of debating on that if I want to do those. Just make it like a Saturday's live stream. I can do a Saturday live stream for members only when I'm working around the shop or if I'm doing deliveries. Still, it's a bunch of things that's still in my head I'm trying to figure out. I know I don't have the most interesting channel on the internet, but I just show my typical doing what I can. Yeah, you have bought me a few coffees, Jeff. That's for sure. That is for sure. You see going on is I'm on another monitor just trying to close out a few tabs that's running in the background. Maybe a small channel, but it's an honest one. That's what I like about it. Thank you, Maina. It's just the way I am. I mean, you got other people that'll throw clickbait thumbnails and stuff like that out there. I don't. I try to help everyone out the best I can and be 100% honest on everything. Like yesterday, I did the headlight buckets. I'm doing there's some stuff I do that not a lot of channels do. Yeah, I work on cars and I work on big trucks. More honest, hardworking jerk. Thank you, Jeff. Now, if you couldn't tell, there was a bunch of sarcasm. That thing was just drooling with sarcasm. And the other thing, I talked with Jeff on the phone about everything I post is recorded that day. You have a lot of channels that'll record. It's not posted for weeks and sometimes months after it's been recorded. I'll record all day long. I come home. It's anywhere from 2 to 4 hours of editing. Then I export it out of the editing program out of the editing program to the computer, and then I upload it from the computer to YouTube. That's anywhere from 2 to 4 hours a night is what I do every night that I post a video. Like today I didn't post a video because I knew I was going to be doing this. I mean, it'd be a 3-hour live stream. I mean, some of the videos, those 15-minute videos, I only had like maybe 15 to 20 clips. Then there's, so 15 to 20 video clips. I might not use them all, so it doesn't take that long to edit the video. But then there's videos I'm out doing. Those days I do like 3 loads in a day. You're talking upwards of 50 to 70. I think the most I've ever had was like 72 or 75 clips to edit, get into the video, and then get the video posted. And there's channels out there that makes enough money. They, like I said, a week or two behind. Yep. There are some that they make enough money. They hire an editor. They record. They send it off to the editor. The editor does it, then post it. I do this 100% on my own. While dealing with squirrels. Yes. And a lot of squirrels. And that's crazy people. Yeah, people that turn right on red in front of me and then stop when I hit the air horn. Oh, I'm the king nut. I am definitely the king nut. There. Unplug my phone so it doesn't get all screwy. Because if I have it on the wireless charger and plugged into the computer at the same time, my phone goes ballistic. Yeah, it is 11 o'clock. Actually, the computer says 11:02. So I started a couple minutes late, I guess. Oh well. But yeah, it is 11 o'clock. There will be no deliveries tomorrow. Friday. I already know I have a single delivery of 8 pallets for main pellet sales with the Kenworth. So I do know I have that delivery on Friday is the only delivery that I know of right now. They don't make enough beauty sleep for me, Jeff. You have met me in person, so you know exactly. I'm ugly enough to make a freight train take a dirt road. And as a senior, Jeff, you need more sleep. Yeah, it's a couple hours. Oh man, Jeff needs it's past Jeff's bedtime for being a senior. Don't seniors go to bed around 7 o'clock? Or is it 6 o'clock? You two are great mods. You love to joke around with each other and me. I'm glad I selected both of you as mods for the channel. Eight at the latest. Seven as long as we get the early bird special for dinner at 3. Yeah. All right. You two are great. And Jeff, let me know exactly how the Doug fir work out in your stove. I know we've talked a little bit about it, but and the glasses stayed pretty clean on your stove, I hope. Okay, good. And as of right now, as far as spring specials, what I have been informed so far, Wood & Sons is going to knock maybe $10 a pallet off. And currently Vermont is not going to increase their it has stayed clean. I'm kind of OCD about it. Yeah, good. Vermont does not see a price increase for at least 2 months. So with right here, Vermont means they'll probably stay right around $4.15 a ton for the next 2 months, even with if the tariffs do go into effect. Wood & Sons, they're talking going to like, they might be like $3.75 for the next couple months. Just trying to keep things in control, in check. So that's what I've heard so far. But I haven't had any official word on everything. All right, everyone. See, we've been on here for 3 hours, chit-chatting, going over a few things. So I believe we're going to have to call it a night. Let's see. I enjoyed myself with everyone tonight, like I do every Sunday night, with chatting with you. So, all right, everyone. Jeff, Maina, and everybody else that's been watching. I say, you two are the only two that's been really active. I saw Mr. Somebody in there. I don't know who else. Those are the only ones I remember seeing. And Corshane. Corshane was in here too. So I want to say thank you to everyone that joined me. So until next week.